Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Come to you live from the outskirts of the internet. It's the Gaming Saloon for August 31st, 2024, with your host, Spaceburger 2448 and Ramp It Up Salon.
Hi.
It is a two-show kind of show since we had like two events and not much else. Did you catch either event? Because I only caught half of one of them.
Nope.
Because I only caught like the back end of Gamescom opening night because I was getting a haircut at the time. So I missed half of it. And I was asleep for the partner showcase and all that because I wasn't expecting anything of note from it. And then at least one thing of note came from it. And I'm like, well, I guess we have to talk about it at least. But before that and some other news and stuff, Tommy, what have you been playing the last couple of weeks?
Not really much of anything.
Fair. I've unfortunately been in the same boat. I at least got the orange steak on Balatro done today. So now I have all the decks unlocked. And if I want to, I can beat the final difficulty for funsies. But I don't think I get anything out of it except maybe an achievement on Steam. There's still a bunch of jokers and stuff that I don't have unlocked. Either as like I've picked them up in a run or I've unlocked the condition to get them. So that's still stuff to do in Balatro. But we've played Destiny 2 a bunch.
Yeah, but all that's been on stream.
Yeah. I will say this because I've looked into this. I am sad that I don't have access to a specific dungeon.
Okay.
Because that dungeon gives you a headpiece that gives you a cowboy hat.
Oh.
And I kind of want it. I want it, but also I have to have the key for the dungeon and also grind the dungeon because I guarantee you it's not going to give me to it like the first time we do it.
Oh no.
But it feels weird to be like, I enjoy Destiny 2 because I'm like, I don't think anyone coming fresh into Destiny 2 is going to enjoy Destiny 2 as it's currently standing.
Pretty much, yeah.
You kind of have to come in knowing like about a book and a half of information and stuff in order to like enjoy the video game.
It honestly benefits if you got to play base game.
Yeah. Or fuck, at least Destiny 1. You at least have some understanding how to play this video game. Because otherwise, nope. Mm-mm.
No, if you played base Destiny 2, then it would be fine.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Someone that just is starting now, they can't do that.
Nope.
They get the Destiny 1 tutorial and then get told, here, figure it out.
Yeah, the video I've watched, I was just like, oh, hey, this is literally the start of Destiny 1.
Yeah.
This is like a truncated version of that mission for a little bit of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Until it decides to break into its own for a little bit, just to then say, yep, figure it out.
Also, I love that it throws you into an empty tower to say hi to a bunch of NPCs and stuff. And then when you come out of that tower, one of those NPCs is currently dead. Because by the way,
Oh, yeah. Different one.
Yeah, it's Amanda that's dead.
Yeah.
They have you actually talk to Amanda Holiday in this tutorial segment. And when you come out into like the proper tower with all the other players and stuff, where she would be is the memorial for her because she is dead.
I mean, it could be worse. They could have you talk to both Amanda and Cade.
Yeah, you don't talk to Kate.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
No, you talk to some rando that I've never heard the name of before for like all these different tutorial things. I'm like, who the fuck is this person? Did they invent a new character just for the tutorial?
Yes. I think.
Okay, cool.
I think.
I forget his name. He looks like generic Guardian Destiny character. Like if you were to imagine a generic human guardian, that is the character that I have seen you talk to for the tutorials. I think it's Shaw is the name.
I think.
I'm like, are you new? Did they have a fuck that really? Generic ass Destiny character has a following? Please tell me you're joking.
That would not surprise.
I'm sure Spidey's not joking.
That would not surprise me.
I was just surprised because I'm like, I don't remember this because my New Light experience from when the game went free to play was not the version I watched this video of. It was the 2 years older than this one version from when they first launched it, and it's a lot worse. Because I think you just did something Shaw. He's a part of the New Light tutorial stuff that you talk to in like the Cosmodrome area. I swear he's new because I have never seen this man before and I have never heard him mention in any story stuff that I have listened to. I swear he is just invented for tutorial stuff. See if I can find a Shah Han. There's a picture of him.
I mean, I don't really have in Discord.
Fair.
Easy, so.
We had it set up at one point, but it's probably busted in half at this point.
Probably because I think the API has been tweaked. I can't swear to that.
Well, at least you see generic Destiny man. Mr. Destiny.
No, Mr. Destiny is Zavala.
True. But yeah, I love the shitty bang bang of Destiny. I don't like everything else that surrounds this game that just is so hard and difficult to deal with. Because like we've done not Lifefall. Why am I blanking on the expansion name? Shadowkeep. We've done the Shadowkeep story, and I just feel like there's less story there than I thought there would be. I don't know if we were missing stuff, but I'm just like, okay, we talked to Eris to deal with a hive thing. We went and got a hive thing to deal with the ship. And then we went in the ship, and then we talked to a guy that was us, and then we left. And then that was Shadowkeep.
You kind of know what the problem is. So what has happened is basically what Bungie axed with the game is what truthfully should have just been Destiny. Everything leading up to Cade's death. We should have had another game in it.
Especially because I especially know that because their engine is busted to hell and back and takes an eternity to update, and like the thing is held together by duct tape and glue.
I mean from Shadowkeep forward. because everything pertaining to Eris going forward ties into itself as it's going.
Yeah.
Meaning we really didn't have any story. That was all set up kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Because that showed the pyramid, that showed Eris and her dealings with the dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those, every bit of that was set up for what's to come down the road. The other thing that we're missing, truthfully, we lose content because we don't get the season story stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't help either.
And that I can say for a fact because Season of the Deep with the Lightfall DLC actually kind of worked together. And I could see where their priorities were misaligned.
I'm also pretty sure, I can't remember her name, but the person that's leading the cabal that's aligned with the Guardians and stuff, all of that is in seasonal story updates and stuff. Crow's entire story, I think, is in all seasonal updates. It's not in any specific expansion. So, like, even Crow's story is just non-existent now. You just get the end point of it.
It's one of those, it would be nice if they would at least chain together the cutscenes.
Yeah.
And let people just kind of watch the cutscenes.
But that's what YouTube is for, and that's what people like My Name is Bife is for, and I...
It's one of those with Lightfall. I think I'm probably one of the few that actually is a little more lenient with it. Because to me, I kind of felt like Lightfall was a pretty decent expansion.
Yeah.
But it was mainly because it kind of felt like it was all set off to itself and you didn't have to know everything leading into it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think was what turned off everyone that was playing Destiny kind of deal.
I also know that, like, one major part of Lightfall's story is not explained or even given context of what the fuck the thing is until seasonal content, and now you don't have that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, again, one of those, why is Destiny so bad at everything but shooty shooty bang bang? Why are you so bad at everything but shooty shooty bang bang?
Why service shooter?
Yeah.
Truthfully. Because the story that's there is good. Could it be condensed? Oh, definitely.
And to think, live services as a concept started because of Destiny, because they were the first ones, which is insane to think about.
But to also think about too, Destiny 1 kind of struggled for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And managed to turn itself around. Destiny 2 has kind of been just a up and down battle the entire time.
Yeah.
It started good, kind of maintained that for a little while, went downhill, and tried to come back, and then went downhill again.
Hmm.
I feel like that's just the thing with live service games, is they're gonna be a roller coaster. I kind of wish there was a way that, I get you can't have all the content there all the time. I get that's a big money sink. Why can't we have condensed down versions? Case in point, they let you play the final mission where Cade gets killed. You kind of get a good vibe of what all's going on with that, because they intertwine cutscenes with the mission, and I don't know if that's original or if that is they've intertwined new cutscenes in with it.
I'm pretty sure that is the first mission of Forsaken verbatim. I am willing to bet, outside of all like the extra cutscene stuff that like tells you what happened after the fact, that is the first mission of Forsaken verbatim.
But see, something like that works.
Yeah.
We got this is how this started. This is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we do that or something along that lines with the seasonal content too? They've got the cutscenes. They've got the missions. Because fun fact, most of your seasonal stuff takes place on the same map. So it's not like they've got to make a new map or anything. I don't get it. It's like they just fumbled that side of it entirely.
I know some of it is the technical aspects of the engine, that it is just this aging, archaic engine that is just barely holding this game together, and they have to fight to get anything new in there. But I'm also like, I don't think there's an easy solution outside of just dump everything into a new engine, and that is too much time and effort for them at this current point. I don't think they can convert Destiny 2 to a new engine and be financially viable. Not at this point. Not unless Marathon makes like a bazillion jillion dollars and they can take some of that off of Marathon and put it back in the Destiny.
And when's that gonna come out again?
Maybe next year.
Because I'm pretty sure that the proposed release is 2020X. Because yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put it, but back in, I believe, March, the director of Marathon was tossed out the front door for being a dumpster fire of a human being. So that doesn't help.
I'm not gonna lie. The way that everything for Marathon has been described, yeah, I'm not really holding out hope for that one.
Yeah, I'm not either.
It feels like that is a big departure from what it should be.
Or it's even a big departure now from what was initially being sold, from my understanding. So even if you were excited for what you were being told Marathon was when it was first announced, that's probably not it at release now. I mean, like, it's still probably an attraction shooter, but it is not a lot of the other aspects of it.
That's the thing that kills me. That's the thing that kills me with it. I don't feel like that is the proper thing to associate with Marathon. That's all there is to it. Could it work? Probably. No. I just don't feel like that.
I will also point to, it's an interview, one of the Destiny folks, I think the Act Man, he did an interview with Marty O'Donnell, talking like history of Bungie and like how Bungie looks right now after the layoffs and stuff. And he's like, yeah, more or less, a lot of us old guard just aren't there anymore. Yeah. And some of the Microsoft people that got into Bungie are the ones at the top now, basically. And that should give you an idea of how things are.
Well,
without being...
If anyone seems to recall back in Reach's days, 343 and Bungie kind of wound up being the split because of the way that everything was being handled with Halo. And we kind of had people from Halo on both sides of that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember the timeline. Bungie had already negotiated their separation from Microsoft during the production of Halo 3. So essentially, they were just going, we will do Reach for you, but we are done afterwards. And while they were doing that as well, they were negotiating with Activision for Destiny. So like right in the that's probably what you're talking about right in there.
Yeah. Where some of the old Bungie guard kind of moved and helped become 343, and the rest of them stayed with Bungie. Which is also why, if I'm willing to bet, why Halo 4 and Destiny 1 both suffered at the beginning. When you kind of split a team that's used to working together, the good aspects of each are going to be kind of there.
And then a lot of your
Case in point, Destiny had the multiplayer part down pat, but couldn't tell a story to save its life. Meanwhile, Halo 4 told a decent story, but copied multiplayer from COD.
Yep. And then all the heads of the different departments of 343 at the time left after Halo 4, and then Halo 5 was headed up by the fucking Spec Ops leads.
Yeah.
I still, to this day, cannot believe just hearing that information just makes Halo 5 make so much more goddamn sense.
What really floors me with all of this is the fact that we took a good studio, and because people couldn't play nice, created two mediocre at best studios.
Yeah. To put Marty's perspective in place for when he got fired, because as he puts it, no, he legit got fired. And so it was like 3 heads were let go, like 3 really good people in terms of their skills and like leadership and stuff were let go, and he was on the board. He was a part of the foundation of the 343 or not 343 Bungie Interactive. He was one of the 7 heads of it when they founded it, when they went independent.
Because of course 7.
Yeah. He makes a mention of like, yep, it's 7. It's always 7.
Always 7.
But 3 of the people were let go, and he didn't fight super hard to keep them around. But then they came being like, hey, you want to leave? we want, pretty much they were wanting him to leave, and he's like, fine, you can fire me, but you are guaranteed you have to give me the money for his stocks and stuff and for his investments. And they weren't willing to do that, and that was what caused the whole kerfuffle, at least from Marty's perspective, of him being fired and all that and getting sued. Was they wouldn't give him his guaranteed like stock and all that. But yeah, getting back into Destiny is just like, yeah, this is why large service games suffer so much, because they look at this formula Destiny created and copy it and don't improve on it.
I mean, Destiny came out the gate swinging with live service hard enough that it has caused the same thing that World of Warcraft did with the MMO scene. It might not be the best, but it has held on for so long. It has held on for so long that everyone thinks that's the answer.
Devil's Biting, I will have you know, one of those games is not on sale because it's been delisted. And you cannot buy that game anymore. You cannot actually buy Marvel's Avengers anymore. You can buy a Suicide Squad for now. We'll see how long that lasts. Oh god, I think, wasn't it a Prime deal to get that game like 80% off in the last like 3 months or so?
Probably.
I remember seeing somewhere that it's like, pick up Suicide Squad for like deep discount. Like, please buy, we will pay you to buy, we'll pay you to get this game kind of deep discount. And I'm like, oh, this game's dead in the water, isn't it? And like, the people are talking about Concord at the moment. I don't know. Have you seen any of the Concord stuff?
Nope.
Okay, do you remember Concord at all? Because we have talked about it.
Nope.
Okay, Concord is Sony's attempt at a hero shooter that some like former Bungie people are worked on and stuff. Apparently the game is fine, but a lot of the live service stuff is eh. It has like it has less.
You don't say.
Yeah. But I think it's like concurrent player counts recently on like Steam and stuff are like less than 1,000. Gollum had better concurrent like peak total player counts than this game. Gollum, you know, garbage video game Gollum.
Sounds about right.
I'm pretty sure Suicide Squad also has like better concurrent numbers than it at the moment. I know Twitch-wise, the numbers were terrible. We don't have Sony numbers because they don't want to disclose those numbers, and I'm like, if you're not willing to tell us exact numbers, there's a reason you're not wanting to tell us exact numbers.
They don't want to tell you numbers because they're about the same as Steam's.
Mm-hmm. Look, if you had good numbers, you'd brag about the exact fucking numbers. If you don't have exact numbers and don't say exact numbers, then the numbers are not good. Because you can say, oh yeah, they met expectations and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, what's the exact numbers then? Because you would be bragging about the numbers if they were actually good. We all know how this doublespeak works with some of you PR people. But yeah, Concord is apparently shit the bed, and this is like, well, there's another one's gonna be dead in like 6 months. Meanwhile, I'm over here enjoying Hoyoverse's like gotcha stuff because the only other thing I really played was Zenless and Star Rail event stuff, and I'm like, I enjoy these games, and they are technically still live service adjacent, even though they're more gotcha games, and so they have a lot more like direct monetization of pull for character to play, so you can play as cool characters and stuff. But I'm like, anyone can hop into either one of these games and play all of the story content like day one. They have not taken any of that out. You can even do all of like the smaller event stuff. Like everyone starts at the same place and gets to go through everything at the same time. Go through everything. You're not arbitrarily, dumped into the middle of the story. You just like will be pulling for characters that you haven't met yet. Is the only like weird thing. Which I feel like that's like that's like the worst thing in the world. That just makes you like excited to finally get to meet this cool character that you've had in your party for like the last like 3 patches of content and stuff. Anywho, anything else I guess before we hit the news?
No.
All right, then. I found out about this like the other day, and I was like, "Wow, this is shitty as fuck." So, Visions of Mana developer Oka Studios is apparently being shut down. For those wondering, when did Visions of Mana come out for them to do this? It literally came out Thursday. And they have apparently been cutting staff down since the spring of this year. So, yeah, that's insanity. Literally shut down a studio like within days of them releasing a game. Not even a live service game, a regular ass video game, a regular ass RPG video game. Like, what the hell? I guess any thoughts on that? Because that's all there is.
No.
All right, then. And better news, we have a trailer for the Disney Pixel RPG that's coming to mobile. It looks neat and cool. We get to see what's the characters look like. They also get to see some of the characters that they have in there. No, it's pure Disney. No Marvel, no Star Wars, anything like that. But we've got Mickey and gang as kind of like a core of it. We have Sleeping Beauty, Tangled, Mulan, Aladdin, Peter Pan, Zootopia, Lilo and Stitch, Aristocats, Little Mermaid, Winnie the Pooh, and Big Hero 6. And more. And you can see some of the characters and stuff, and they've given some of the characters a little bit of an RPG kind of like class twist. Actually, I just saw Chip and Dale in there as well, which is cool. I think it's like regular Chip and Dale, not Rescue Rangers Chip and Dale, unfortunately. As someone who loves that. It looks like a neat little simple like mobile RPG. You have another RPG to play with Mickey wielding a sword. At least this one will probably have a less complicated story. I just feel like throwing that shade out there because apparently they shut down 2 of the Kingdom Hearts mobile games just out of nowhere. I have no idea why. They just been out of existence. But this is set release this year. I think the App Store has a specific date, I feel like. I could have sworn it had a specific date of like September. Maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't have a specific date yet, but yeah. Any thoughts on the Disney RPG mobile thingy?
No.
I take the silence as a nope.
I said no.
Oh, okay. Discord did not pick up the no. All right, Sonic 3 the movie finally got its official trailer, so now we can all see Keanu Reeves playing Shadow. Hooray! I also believe Jim Carrey is playing Eggman in Robotnik. He's playing Grandpa Robotnik. Yes, he's playing Grandpa Robotnik. We also see Maria for like a hot minute. We do not see what happens to Maria specifically, but anyone that knows the games knows it will not be good. But I guess any thoughts other than that?
No.
It looks fine. I still need to properly watch the Sonic movies.
Fine.
In other news, then, apparently someone has decompiled banjo-kazooie, specifically the N64 version. So they have completely ripped the game, and now they can muck with it, modding wise. Which is neat and cool. That's about it. No one has done anything with this yet. I wonder how this would affect the what is it? The Legend of Zelda mod for DK60 or not DK64 for Banjo-Kazooie 60 or yeah, Banjo-Kazooie. I was about to say Banjo-Kazooie 64 for some godforsaken reason.
Well, mainly because that's one of the only games that didn't have 64 in the title.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's like an extensive mod of Banjo-Kazooie that like adds in like Ocarina of Time stuff. I think along with maybe some other N64 stuff. I don't remember. Or I'm remembering a Mario, Super Mario 64 mod that's supposed to do all that I saw a trailer for in the last few weeks. But any thoughts?
Huh?
All right, then we'll just roll through Gamescom opening night live, and if you have thoughts on something, you can stop me and we can talk about it. Borderlands 4 exists. I believe it was just a teaser, and they showed just a mask, and that was it. No other information at all whatsoever. Hooray! Black Ops 6 had campaign footage. Hooray! Early access has already kicked off. Goat Simulator Remastered is a thing. It was a very memey trailer from what I saw. Persona 3 episode DLC. Got another trailer. It comes out next week. For those looking forward to that. Dying Light the Beast is some Dying Light 2 DLC. Linked Banner of the Spark is a tower builder roguelite thingy. It looks fine. Moving on. Lost Records Bloomin' Rage is something. Looks like kind of Telltale style game. No More Room in Hell 2. Arc Raiders. Got some of the stuff I just don't care about, if I'm being honest. Dune Awakening. Little Nightmares 1 and 2 devs are doing a new game called Reanimal. Genshin Impact's finally coming to Xbox on November 20th. They're on 5.0, by the way, to give an idea of how long it's taken for Genshin Impact to hit an Xbox. It is on every other platform at this point. I think it's on the Switch too. Maybe you're wrong on that though. Monster Hunter Wilds had a new trailer showing off a big spider boss. Lara Croft's going to Narika Blade Point. SNK showed off My Shiranui for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Movement Ballot 3 is a thing, and it's Netflix exclusive. Civ 7 had a trailer, but I don't think it really showed gameplay. Starfield, you finally get a car to drive around in the empty environments that it has. Hooray! You can go beep beep goes the Jeep in Starfield. Maybe that'll help that game.
Probably not.
Marvel Rivals showed off Captain America and Winter Soldier gameplay footage, adding them to the roster. It comes out December 6th. This one is interesting. Secret Levels is a mini-series being developed for Amazon. It will be featuring, let's see, episodes based off various different game properties. See if I can get a list. Where is the list? But there will be episodes featuring Warhammer, Unreal Tournament, New World Ethereum, PlayStation, Dungeons and Dragons, Outer Worlds 2, Pac-Man, Honor of Kings, Armored Core, Mega Man, Exodus, Spelunky, Crossfire, Concord, Sifu, and I believe that is it. This is set to debut December 10th. They will all be animated. Any interest in that?
Meh.
Fair. The trailer looked fine, but I'm also like if they do something cool, sure, but like since it's like a one-off like little mini-series thing, unless we backdoor this into like a pilot for a proper show, it's like that's a nice little like one shot, and that's about all I feel. Let's see, Towerborn, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Zenless Zone Zero, and Hawkeye Star Rail had trailers showing off their like recent content and stuff. Nothing new there. Reiterating the Fate Stay Night crossover that they're doing Q3 next year. We did have Archer do a quick voice line over the bit showing the date and stuff. So we know Archer will be a part of this crossover, which was more information than we had before. Otherwise, we still have no idea what this crossover is for Honkai Star Rail and Fate, outside of it being specifically Unlimited Blade Works version of Fate Stay Night. Batman Arkham Shadow is the new Batman Arkham VR game. It looks better than the screenshot I've seen before of the big numbered circles on enemies to show you how to punch them. Little Nightmares 3 is a thing as well. Peter Molyneux has returned from the oblivion he has been sent to advertise a new game called Masters of Albion, which has nothing to do with Fable at all, even though it is using a term that is associated with Fable. It's technically its own thing, but like when I say Albion and Peter Molyneux, you're going to think Fable, right?
Right.
So how do you feel about Peter Molyneux being back in existence?
Meh.
Fair. We got another Squid Game video game. It's more Fall Guys-esque. Blizzard showed off a bunch of stuff for WoW and Diablo. The first Berserker Kazan is a thing. Is this... I forgot what this is. Is this another Souls-like? Yes, it's another Souls-like. Hooray, moving on. Every time I'm just like, oh, hey, what is this cool video game? Oh, it's a Souls-like game? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Can we stop making every action game a fucking Souls-like? For God's sakes, there are other kind of action games.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No, they're all Souls-like.
We speed run one. That is not a Souls-like.
No, it's a Souls-like.
I am sure the words Common Writer Souls-like, I'm sure has gotten somebody like, ooh, I want that. And I go, I don't want that. I do not desire our Common Writer Souls-like because like, God. Can we just have a cool writer video game that doesn't have to trend chase like something in this industry, for fuck's sakes? We got one really good one and they decided to not make a sequel for it because of whatever fucking reason. Anywho, Floatopia is a thing. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle got a new trailer and stuff showing off it coming to Xbox and PC and stuff. But in a twist, are you ready for this twist? It is coming to PlayStation 5 in spring of next year. Are you surprised?
No.
Microsoft going multi-platform and deciding that, ooh, oh no, our boxes are costing us money. Oh no, Game Pass is costing us money. Oh no. I also love how they had to make this a stinger for it. Because they showed this whole trailer, they showed the release date and stuff for the Xbox and PC versions, and then it fades to the Sony PlayStation release date, and I'm like, are we supposed to clap for this? Are we supposed to be surprised by this? We all kind of see this coming. Microsoft doesn't want to admit they're going multi-platform at all because that might upset people. And lastly, Mafia: The Old Country got a little teaser trailer saying it exists. Yay, a new Mafia game. How do you feel about Gamescom?
It was a thing.
Yep. I can't say it was a bad show, but I can also say, like, I don't care. It was certainly a lot of things that I don't have an interest in. Shall we move on to the directs, plural, because they were back to back in separate directs technically?
I guess.
All right. On the indie direct side of things, we had a update for Balatro called Friends of Jimbo. It is not that amazing of an update. All it is a cosmetic update. You can now change the face cards to have Among Us, Vampire Survivors, Dave the Diver, and Witcher characters of the four different suits. Each one has an assigned suit. That's it. That's all the update was. All their big fancy gameplay updates are coming next year. It's also a free update, so it doesn't cost you anything if you have Balatro. Neva from the developers of Gris is coming out October 15th. Moth Qubit is coming out spring of next year. This looks neat and cool. It's a little like top-down bug game. Coffee Talk, called Coffee Talk Tokyo, I assume. It's a visual novel game. I guess you serve coffee and talk to people. There's another game like this. I can't remember the name of it. Let's see. Sea of Stars has a new DLC update. Power Wash Simulator has Shrek content. Now you can clean Shrek stuff. I will echo this when I heard this in another stream. Where is the Shovel Knight DLC for Power Wash Simulator? That feels like it should be a thing by now.
I mean, would that be for Power Wash Simulator, though?
I would assume so. Unless you fight the Power Washer in the new Shovel Knight, like, DX release.
Probably.
Oh God. I don't know how to feel about that idea I just said. Anywho, Morsels is a little top-down adventure game. Date Everything allows you to date up to 100 characters, including anthropomorphic furniture such as bookcases and lamps. Comes out October. Let's see. Peglin, Wobble Life 2, Pickle Park 2. Montage of stuff. And then Pizza Tower is coming to the Switch. Cool. People can enjoy basically a Wario Land, a not Wario Land game on the Switch. And in the partner showcase end of things, Tetris Forever. Essentially, would you like to play like 20 different versions of Tetris and then
Forever.
battle against people? As you can fight people using multiple versions of Tetris, each with your own version of Tetris. This sounds kind of cool. I'm kind of on board with this. Star Overdrive. It's a hoverboard racing game. This doesn't look too bad. Also has adventure stuff. Let's see. Goat Simulator 3 is coming to Switch. Montage of stuff. A Patrick game instead of a SpongeBob game is coming to the Switch October 4th. You got some fitness boxing coming December 5th. The thing people marked out about, Capcom Fighting Game Collection 2. Capcom continuing to go, hey, FGC people, do you want collections of all of our fighting games? Here's a third one, because now we have Capcom versus SNK 1 and 2, Power Stone 1 and 2, Plasma Sword, I think it's Third Strike Upper, and Capcom Fighting Evolution are all coming next year. So hooray for the FGC people. You get more content. Also, the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Game Collection is now dated for September 12th digitally. If you want a physical copy, you're waiting till November 22nd. But if you want a digital version, it's September 12th. So just under 2 weeks, you get all your Marvel that you desire. Altair Yuma has a new game coming out next year. I'm sure it looks as fine as all the other ones of this franchise. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remastered. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake is November 14th. The Castlevania Dominus Collection, which is Portrait of Ruin, Order of Ecclesia, and Dawn of Sorrow, which are all the DS games, shadow dropped. They even did a thing where I forget which one of these, you have to draw these little like lines to form like a spell sigil. For the DS version, you have to actually draw them. In this version, you just do a button press. You just have to hit the buttons in order. So it's all nice and translated over to a controller format. And it has some other extra stuff as well. So it's a really good re-release of the games. Tales of Grace's F Remastered is coming out the 17th of January next year. My Sims Cozy Bundle. FNAF Help Wanted 2. Some more montages of stuff. A new Rune Factory game. And lastly, Yakuza Kiwami is coming to the Switch on October 24th. I think this is the first Yakuza game to hit the Switch. It is also weird that it's Kiwami of all things and not Zero. I feel like you would want Zero, since that's the one everyone really wants people to start with. Oh well. Any thoughts on either direct?
No.
Fair enough. I appreciate the Tetris stuff. That's about the only thing I think in all of this that I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I think a couple trailers have come out since then. I think a new Zelda trailer and a new Mario Party trailer came out. The Zelda trailer shows that Zelda can wield a sword in the game. So you can just rip a sword out and just start hacking up people, which, cool. And I think the Mario Party trailer confirmed Pauline and the Ninja are playable, and then there's traps that you can drop. But that is it for news. Anything else before we hit releases?
No.
All right, then. Releases. We will start on the 3rd of September with Star Trucker for the Xbox Series X. We will move on to the 4th with Age of Mythology Retold for the Series X. On the 5th, Fitness Boxing featuring Hatsune Miku for the Switch. If you desire fitness boxing, but idol themed rather than regular or Fist of the North Star themed, because that's another fitness boxing game that's on the Switch. Let's see. We also have on the 6th, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Switch. That is the Miles Edgeworth games. That's the two of those. So, yay! That's just about every Ace Attorney game, like, widely available. Also, Arrow the Acrobat 2 for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, and Switch. Did I skip the oddball one that had me add an extra thing? No, not yet. Okay, good. I haven't skipped that one. Let's see, NBA 2K25 for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, and Switch. Here it is. On the 10th, Persona 3 Reload, episode I Guess the Answer for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4, and 5. Rugrats Adventures in Grainland for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, Switch, and NES. You heard me right. I said NES. I assume it's a retro cart kind of situation. Elder Scrolls Castles for Android and iOS, and Uno Legacy Edition for Switch. Going on down to the 12th. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics for Switch. Oh, the Hokkaido serial murder cases, the Okotsu disappearances, Memories and Ice, Tearful Fragrant Green, Switch. The Jackbox Naughty Pack for Series X, PlayStation 5, and Switch. On the 13th, Funko Fusion for Xbox One Series X and PlayStation 5. One last candidate for Kuso Game of the Year, I feel like. Because I feel like this game is going to be some hot fucking garbage, and I can't wait. You remember Funko Fusion, right?
Oh.
Fair enough. I can't wait for this knockoff Lego game to be ass. Let's see. Feel like that's basically it, unless you see something else. It's not a whole lot, folks. It's towards the end of the year. We're kind of holding out for stuff for like the next couple months. So, anything else?
No.
All right, then. Tomorrow, it's something
The thing.
of the video game variety.
Maybe.
But we'll be doing something tomorrow. Next Thursday, I will be continuing Retro Chivo wheel. I forgot to look up what I rolled on the wheel. Oops. 1 second. Oh wait, did I roll Beautiful Joe? I might have rolled Beautiful Joe. I don't remember, but I believe what I could tell from the small little thumbnail, because I can't pull it up from the archive because it won't go there. Because I swapped too fast. I know. But I believe I'm doing Beautiful Joe next Thursday. Next Friday, we'll continue Destiny 2 with Lightfall. That's the next expansion we're hitting. I would assume that's a yes, even because Discord probably dropped it.
I mean, it wasn't a yes.
Oh, okay. If it's not Lightfall, I don't remember what.
Not
Isn't the next?
Fault.
Yeah.
It's
I think I know what it is. I just don't remember the name of it. It's the
Beyond
one where we
Light?
get stasis. Yes, Beyond Light. Because it's the one we get stasis in. Right? I feel like Beyond Light debuted stasis.
I think I don't remember.
Okay. But yeah, that's what we're doing next Friday. And then next Saturday, we continue Kamen Rider Drive. So, yay. But if you like what you're seeing, folks, drop a follow. Really appreciate shipping away that feel like goal. Exclamation point, social and chat. We'll give you a link to, or give you the handles for all of our social media links on Mastodon, Twitter, and Blue Sky. Especially if you're in Brazil, I suggest not Twitter, since Twitter don't work in Brazil right now. Because, must be a dipshit. As to be expected. And exclamation point, Discord and chat, because this link, drop by, say hi with Dropbox for questions there. And we'll see you tomorrow, folks.